is changed and made new. When an angel made his dream come true, and now he brings his dream to you. In a spoonful,
Hey Big Dreamers, I'm Paolo Presta, and welcome to Spoonful of Paolo. Today's guest is from one of my favorite TV shows right now, Jane the Virgin. It's Andrea Navedo. Now, in this hit CW show, she plays Jane's fierce and fabulous mother, Domata. Now, she's in our studio, so I can't wait to get the scoop on Jane the Virgin. See you all there. Are you ready, Andrea?
I am ready.
Can I just tell you we've interviewed a lot of celebrities, a lot of guests, but when it's a show that you've watched and you love from day one, and to have you here, really, I am so excited.
Thank you.
Look, you are just amazing on the show. You really are.
Oh my God, thank you.
And when I'm watching the show with Patrick, when we watch it on Monday nights, and I get excited for you and your cast. But what's it like for you when you're watching it, with your husband and your two kids? What are you thinking? Like, you're on a hit show on the CW channel.
Yeah, sometimes I have to pinch myself, like, oh my God, is this real? Because I've dreamt of this for so long, for at least 25 years. And for it to be happening for real, but it's even better than I expected. Like, I could not have dreamt of the praise and the critical support and the fan support. I don't know, it's been beautiful.
The show, it is like a telenovela because each episode, there's so much happening, and it's like you just wait to the next one and the next one. And then you guys did the season finale aired a couple weeks ago, and there was like 3 cliffhangers or something going on.
It was awesome.
I'm like, someone got hitched, hello, and doesn't even remember.
I know.
But I cannot wait till it comes
great.
back in the fall. You guys haven't taped it, but what do you want to happen with your character, Zoe? Where do you want it to go in season 2 if you could pick?
Yeah,
I know you don't know.
I want her to realize her dream of being a singer-performer. I know what that struggle is, to have children, to be going for what seems to be an impossible dream of an acting career. Who actually acts and makes money, So I want Zoe to experience that because I think for the fans, it's a good example to show people to go for your dreams.
Yes.
Whatever it is that makes you happy, to go for it and declare it and do it and just inspire other people. So I think the audience could be inspired by Zoe.
It's so crazy because you play the mom of Golden Globe winner Gina Rodriguez, and it's like you guys are both, when you guys have your scenes together, I always look for them, whether they're funny or dramatic.
Right.
I just wait for those moments.
And it's only 3 days.
2.5. And if anything happens...
Of course, I'll call and you'll be on the next flight out.
Okay. Jane? Contraction?
Ow! Ow!
Oh my God. You're going into labor. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate you.
I'm sorry. It was just so easy.
Do you have a scene that you'll always remember from season 1 that really touched you, that you said, wow, this I'll never forget?
Well, I love the scene. Gosh, there's so many.
I know.
I guess maybe even in the first episode, the scene where I tell her, she asks me why didn't you tell me, and I don't tell her that my mother wanted me to get an abortion, and just holding that back and protecting her and her image of my mother, to keep her in a good light and just sacrificing myself for that. Those kinds of things. She's the way she's written, and she's such a wonderful mother, with flaws and all, and I love those things, and I'm a mom, so I can really relate.
That's why it feels so real. Like, I feel like I'm in the room watching you two perform together. It's not even a performance. It's you can feel it's coming from inside of you because you can relate to the, with you. I think were you raised only with was it your mom who just
Single
raised you?
mom,
Yeah,
yes.
so you could just kind of pull that into that scene.
I've seen my
it.
mother struggle on welfare. Putting herself through school, getting a job, getting us off welfare, living in the South Bronx. I've seen her dig down and just pull herself out of a dark place. and she brought us with her,
Wow.
myself and my sister, and made our lives so much better.
Wow.
So she was an inspiration to me, and I can relate to being a single mom. I'm not a single mom. It is so hard.
Happily married, I think 15 years you've been together with your husband?
15 years married, 18 years together. I mean, it's not easy.
Not easy. And 2 kids. Look how fabulous she is.
kids.
She's got 2 kids. Look at her, how beautiful she is. Oh my God. That's
As
another
I suck
episode.
my gut in, as you said.
Please.
Oh, she looks fabulous. I'm sucking my gut in.
There's no gut. She's lying. Okay, go ahead.
It's super hard, and I have a spouse.
Yeah.
And I have the education, and there's financial means, and it is so difficult. I don't know how my mother did it. I don't know how she didn't kill us.
It's well, thank God she didn't because you're here.
No. Yes.
It's just amazing because you've been acting for, like you said, for a long time, but you would say like this, playing this character Zoe, this is like the dream role. I feel like you have been waiting for it because I feel like it's changed a lot for you, for your family.
It has. There was a time when my kids were much younger that I really wanted to be home and kind of focus on them. So I kind of had one foot in the acting world, but my heart was really home. And so I was kind of turning away certain auditions that would take me out of town. And for a few years there, I lost my love and my passion for acting. And I went into a depression, and I thought, well, I guess I don't want to act anymore, and nothing's really going on. And long story short, a friend of mine who's a director offered me a role in a play in New York City, and it was an amazing play, Frankie and Johnny. It's just two actors, and I decided to do it. I went through that rehearsal process, and I just got that bug again.
And my son knew it inside.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I have to act again. I have to be doing this again. And I almost quit. Quit. And had I quit, I wouldn't be here speaking with you. I wouldn't be on Jane the Virgin. So I'm so glad I didn't. And
I'm glad too that
and
you
it's
did
just, for whatever your dreams are, you've got to keep persevering and keep going. And I think I forgot what the question was, but
No, you answered. This is good because you've answered it. This journey, you've had an amazing journey, but what has surprised you the most since starting on Jane the Virgin, would you say, on being on this like amazing journey?
That I could handle it. I in the beginning I was a little overwhelmed. I was separated from my children and my husband, and traveling back and forth from LA to New York. Being on a show, like a hit show that gained so much momentum. Everything was going so fast. I felt like I was gonna drown for a little while. But now that I have a full year under my belt from when we shot the pilot to now, Golden Globes and all that other stuff, I'm stronger for it, I'm wiser for it, and I did it.
Wow.
And I know that I can keep going, and it's
like,
great.
You're ready. Season 2,
I'm
when
ready.
you guys start in August, you're like, I'm going, I'm ready, this is it.
So ready, so
Wow.
ready. It's
wow.
great.
When you came to do the pilot, I know you came to LA to do the pilot. Is it true that it was the first show that you auditioned for when you did the pilot?
Yes.
Oh my God. And listen to this. And is it true that you knew when you left the audition that you knew, like, you said to yourself, I nailed it?
Yeah, I did. I knew it. I
How does
didn't
that
wanna say
happen for an actor? Like,
I didn't want to say it. I was too afraid to say it.
Yeah.
But I knew inside. I was like, I got
because
it.
when an actor leaves an audition, usually they're like, look, they're saying the line in the mirrors or driving home. He said to do what? Like you're re-saying the line, but like you knew when you walked out because you said my heart and soul was into that audition, and I knew that.
It's funny because there's just serendipity and all these things that happen. But 2 months prior to my coming out for pilot season, I had met with the vice president of casting at CW. And we got into conversation about, casting and diversity. And I kind of like mentioned, and I was telling myself not to mention, but I kind of said, I kind of noticed you don't have a lot of people of color on your TV shows. And in the back of my head, I'm going, what are you saying? You're ruining this meeting. But then the other part was like, no, it's true, So anyway, so they said, yes, we're aware of that and we're working on it. In fact, there's this pilot that we're, you would be great for. It's called Jane the Virgin. It was such a weird title to me. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And the character's name is Xiomara. Okay, really weird name. Whatever. And then I didn't think much about it afterwards. And then 2 months later, my father-in-law had passed. My mother-in-law was in the hospital. And then I left my husband with the kids. I said, I'm going for a month. I'm sorry. I really feel that I need to go. And I was here for 3 days. And my first audition was Jane the Virgin.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean,
you listen to that inner talk inside of you saying, I have to do this. I know I have the 2 kids. I have my husband, but I just have to do this. And because I love you so much.
It was just like a pull,
Yeah.
And the thing was, I was torn because I felt guilty leaving my husband with the children when his father had just passed. He was so overwhelmed taking care of his mother. but I just, this voice, there was just a knowing inside that said, if you don't go, you're going to regret it.
Wow.
You're going to look back and say, gee, I wonder, and I'm going to feel like a failure. And I just knew I had to go. And there was no guarantee of a job. I was going away for a month. No guarantee of booking a job. I was afraid that I was going to come back like with my tail between my legs and with no job.
Like
oh, I guess I didn't get a
happen.
job, you know, and I, you know, left my husband high and dry, you know, like, but...
But speaking of inner voice, when did you tell yourself, like, okay, hey, I just booked the job on Jane the Virgin, to like saying, wow, I'm actually on a show that is huge. That's a big hit on the CW. Like, when did you able to like to say that to yourself, that I'm actually on a show that's so big? Was it the first episode, the second episode?
I think I kind of I went into numb mode because it's so overwhelming, so overstimulating the emotions. But when we watched the pilot together with our entire cast, we went to Jenny Erman's house, who's the creator, and we watched the pilot as a group, and we were just so excited. At the end, I said, hey guys, we are on that show. Like, look at that show. We've never seen a show like that before, and we could see the quality and how wonderful it was. And
the main characters are Latinos, which I love. Like, talk about like a success.
And females.
Yes.
Oh God, it's just like, it's got so much going for it. And the fact that I'm on that show, like me.
Oh my God, this is so...
Yeah, it's great.
You told Origin Magazine last month, and I love this quote you said. I'm going to read it to you. You said, had I not worked on me, my life would be a reflection of my childhood, but it's a reflection of the dreams I had as a child. I read that, I'm like, oh my God, I mean, explain that. Like,
that's true. I mean, when I was a kid, I actually did want to be an actor, but I never verbalized it to anyone because it just didn't seem like a reality to me. I didn't see anyone like me on TV. And I grew up like, you know, very, very poor in like kind of a violent household with my stepfather, who was a drug addict and all that wonderful stuff. And I just knew that there was something better. There was just, I could have a better life. I could make different choices. I didn't have to make the choices of the people around me were making. And I couldn't wait to grow up and be an adult because I wanted to do it my way and in a healthy way. And so, you know, when I was in my 20s, I wound up going to therapy and like working on myself for years. And I'm very much of the mind of trying to be as self-aware as possible, trying to be more compassionate towards other people, more accepting, more open, and all these other things. And it's because I did that. I worked on myself that I've attracted good things in my life. I've attracted a wonderful husband. I have beautiful children.
Because you put it out there,
yes.
and then it came back to you.
I have good people in my life, my friends, even anyone down to my agents and managers and those types of people, and my publicist who's over here. You know, it's just like good people. It's good people in my life, and it's because I worked on myself.
And that's why you're always because this show, Jennifer, is just getting hotter and hotter, and you're always stay grounded because the minute you walked into, I'm like, oh, you're just good energy. You're just a good, sweet person.
I work on it.
Oh, please. Well, now we're going to have a little fun. We're going to play a game called A Spoonful of You. So you need to hold a spoon.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow.
You are going to have 1 minute to answer these questions about you. And if you do good, we have a little surprise for you at the end.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's all fun. Okay. Are you ready, Patrick? Ready. 1 minute. Go. Okay. Who were you most excited to see at this year's Golden Globes?
Oh Lord, Jennifer Lopez.
Ooh, good one. Oh, she's so beautiful.
She's hot.
Like you. What is one of your all-time favorite spiritual books?
A Return to Love, Marianne Williamson.
Ooh, she was on our show. That changed my life.
Love
it.
that woman.
Show us a 5-second salsa move from your chair, just whatever you can do. It's all in here, up here. Describe to your audience your character Zoe in Spanish.
Xiomara es vibrante, bella, muy sexy. ¿Sexy es en Spanish?
Sí, sí, muy guapa.
Muy guapa, hermosa, muy inteligente y una madre muy buena.
Sí, me gusta mucho. Está muy, muy feliz. Muy, muy buena. Okay, you were on Guiding Light and One Life to Live. What was the craziest thing your character did? Ever.
I drugged. I had to drug my ex-boyfriend so I could get him to make love to me.
Oh my God! Okay. You're a celebrity. You get an extra 20 seconds. It's fine. If your character Zoe becomes a huge pop star, who would you want her to do a duet with?
Jaime Camil.
Okay. Did you know that Britney Spears loves Jane the Virgin? It was in People's Magazine
Oh,
last
I
month.
heard about that. Okay, I want to do a duet with Britney
you keep
Spears.
the- no, fine.
Can't change
That's your
my
second one.
answer.
You cannot change it. No. Okay, and the last one. If Jane the Virgin is on TV for many more years, what is the one thing you hope you will always remember about season 1?
How magical it was.
Hmm.
It was like magic.
That's why I love watching the show, and that's
Yeah,
why all
it's-
of you like
yes.
watching the show.
Thank you.
No, I just want to say thank you because now you're going to go home with something that's pretty heavy, but we're going to help you to your car when you leave. It's just a little something
Oh my
for
God.
you.
What is this?
Because to treat you for this week while you're in LA. Some goodies.
You guys, I
Just,
swear
yeah.
to God.
It's for you. So just a little something because, really, you're just helping so many people out there live their dream. You know, from everything you've struggled with, and here you are, and it just makes me so...
You make me cry.
It makes me so happy. So I just want to say thank you for being here. I
Thank you.
really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. This is good karma. This is good karma for you guys too. I really appreciate this.
you.
This is beautiful. Wow.
Thank you.
Can I say, I know
course.
the
Yeah, of
interview is
course.
going to be cut really
Yeah.
short, but we on Jane the Virgin give our guests gifts also because we know what it's like to struggle as an actor and be a guest on someone's show and not feel welcome and or feel welcome. And so our guests get gifts too. So I'm digging you and you.
Yay,
and I
she
think
likes
this is
that.
so awesome.
She likes us. No, I just want to say thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. And don't forget, you can catch Jane the Virgin. Catch up on season 1 because season 2 comes back in the fall. So you have the whole summer to catch up on season 1, and it's so good. I cannot express how good it's so good. It's so good.
We have to find out what happened with my grandson.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
Yes, Mateo. Where is Mateo?
I swear, I'm gonna kill.
I'm so upset right now. Okay, we can't talk about
taking
that.
off my earrings.
Let's
God damn
all
it.
get all good. Listen. Okay, so thank you again for being on our show.
Great.
We'll see y'all next time. Dream big. Bye. Yay.
You guys are
thank you.
awesome. Wow. I mean.